don't know how to start these anymore. Should we just be like, fuck it, we're playing Bayonetta?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, we're playing Bayonetta.
Look at the screen. That's what we're doing. Welcome to Jimaginary Gaming. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Cameron.
And Cameron will be playing Bayonetta.
So, yeah, let's play this thing. Play. New game. Would you like... Okay, yeah.
What kind of...
What? We're doing normal.
What kind of world do we live in where you could... What is... This is a PlayStation 3 game, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, a PlayStation 3 game.
It's probably a PlayStation 3 game since we're playing it on a PlayStation 3.
I forgot you don't have a cool PlayStation 3. I apologize.
A cool... Like, my PlayStation 3 is lame?
Well...
Like, it's got a busted leg?
No. It's just not as cool as the older PlayStation 3s.
It is an older PlayStation 3.
No. The oldest of PlayStation 3s.
It is the old... Well, it's... Okay, sorry.
Oh!
Sorry that my PlayStation 3 is not backwards compatible. I can play with any Sony game ever created by man. Or non-man.
That's right, I forgive you.
As you should.
Just don't let it happen again.
So the opening scene just makes no sense. You're fighting on a fallen clock face with some bitch, and there's angels about. And I have no... Like, they don't tell you anything on how to actually fight, so I'm just mashing buttons.
Isn't that pretty much all games these days?
I guess. But they definitely give it to you in a way where it's like, hey, you should know how to do combos and stuff.
Yeah, no, did they give you the tutorial after this?
Yes, I think this is just one of those bullshit situations where it's like, hey, you couldn't lose if you just stood there and did nothing. It's like, this is the scene where it's like, yeah, you're technically in gameplay, but you can really just go make a sandwich. Because there's just dialogue that's going on that doesn't mean anything, because this game's fucking story is so shallow. It's like, hey, you're a witch. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. Somebody in the comments tell me what she is.
There's a dragon. Angel dragon?
Yeah, didn't you know? Dragons are angels, and angels are dragons. It's like, even this, like, okay, you made the comment earlier about this being a Lady Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
It is really a Lady Devil May Cry. It's like, hey, you've got your actual fighting combos, which is triangle, apparently. And then it's like, hey, you're tired of that? Just kind of walk around and shoot.
Yeah.
Like, that's the Devil May Cry mechanic is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like...
And I mean, I think that's to extend your combo, but... I'm not even controlling her at this point.
Yeah, it's like, I don't have a problem with the fact that it's a Lady Devil May Cry.
Yeah, it's just we already have Devil May Cry.
Yeah, it's like you have Devil May Cry. I mean, yeah, why?
I think the second one kind of looks neat. I think it's a cool concept. That it's just that it's like the whole story's execution is just very.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna get a game that has similar, like, plays just like a different game, the story has to be worth my time.
Yeah, I mean, there's even similar elements with the whole concept of, well, angels and everything, but I don't think that came out until the new Devil May Cry, which I think got a bad rap.
Oh, DMC?
Yeah, I enjoyed DMC for what it was. Because it was just...
Played it.
You never played it?
Nope. I played the first 3 Devil May Cries. And then... Yeah, that was it.
You never played the 4th one?
No, I don't think
With
so.
Nero? Or as I like to call him, Johnny Embouche?
No. I played...
Quick, touch our guns together!
I beat the first one.
Is this the part where I gotta spam something?
I don't know.
This better be the part where I have to spam something to kill everything in one shot. Oh wait, no, the game begins.
Yeah. Oh, there's DNA in the background.
Oh god. I apparently am supposed to...
Look for the right DNA strand.
Apparently I'm supposed to be here, but I'm not? Load quicker.
Look for the DNA that gives you opposable thumbs.
Alright. Yeah, this is the minigame.
You have to identify the strands.
See, this is what bugs me. This is the fucking future, right? We're living in the day of tomorrow. And yet there's still load times on video games. Kind of bullshit.
Present day. What was it previously?
Doesn't matter. That's always whenever they don't want to give you a year, they just go present day.
Yeah, like,
nothing looks present day.
So was the fight you just did? Was that the past?
I think that's in the future. I think that's like what happens later. Because that bitch is against you, and she was very much on your side during that fight. Yes, let's kill ourselves.
No, it's the sandwich patrol. They're just gonna make sandwiches. Oh. That's just strawberry jelly. They spilt all their jelly.
Yeah. Don't worry, kids. They're not dead. They're napping.
Why did they spill their jelly?
Because apparently they sacrificed themselves to summon an angel. Sounds awfully reversed, if you ask me.
Well, you want to talk New Testament. Old Testament, I bet they demanded sacrifice all the time.
Well, that's the crazy thing, because, like, that's what I was... Do I want to save? Oh, it's saving already. Why would it start me on the save button, then? This world. Alright, but yeah. Religion is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, don't get me wrong, if you are religious, that's great. But just the concept of religion and all of its aspects it's just kind of crazy. Because it was like the Mayans, like it was completely cool to murder.
Yeah.
Like it was like a requirement. Remember how they had to like sacrifice a human heart every day? That was like
why I don't remember. I wasn't
I remember hearing about that in school.
Wasn't there.
What it was. Come on, we were there last week. I don't understand why you don't remember that. Prince Nabuhu made you an honorary Mayan. I kept telling you not to do it.
That was just because of my love for sacrificing people.
So you get sacrificed, and then
he's just like, hey, you want to be an honorary Mayan? Because obviously you're sacrificing for the Mayan people. And I would just like take my knife out of a virgin. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's totally what I'm doing.
Is it weird that you called your dick a knife?
Sacrifice. No, because according to criminal minds, it's a very phallic situation. That men who stab women to death repeatedly are impudent.
But, what I remember from what I've learned in school, I came from a bad school, so it doesn't matter, but the Mayans would, the whole thing was to sacrifice a human heart to the gods every day. And that was, like, why they started, like, they would sacrifice their own people, and then eventually they got to the point where they're like, our numbers are dropping, this is terrible.
This wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, so what they did was they started fights with, like, neighboring tribes so they could capture them and sacrifice them. And it's just crazy because, like, the whole concept, I've said this before, but the whole concept of morality comes from religion. Because if you grew up in a society where it was like...
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like if...
But I don't think our morality is solely based on religion.
Well, maybe not now.
Because everyone has their own view of morality. Like, everyone thinks that one thing is moral, and the other people can think, it's not a big deal.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, that's the reason why we have so many religions.
Yeah.
It's because somebody with a big enough mouth was just like, no, this is the way, follow me, my children. And then there was enough dumb people to go, you know what, he makes a lot of sense. Come on, honey.
It's like, wait, what do you got for us? What can your beliefs give us that his beliefs can't? That's why evangelists are all salesmen.
Door-to-door evangelist.
Dude, if you ever watch evangelists on TV, I mean, they're salesmen. Like, you sit there, watch them, and you could just imagine that they're sitting there in the old Western days going, "Hello, friend, I got this snake oil for sale. This'll cure all your wheels. What you got? You can't see? Put this on your face, you'll be able to see in no time."
Ain't that like what they did? Was they had like the tents and whatnot, and it's like they just go like to town, and they just put on a big show, and it's just like, "What's your problem there, son? Can't walk? Well, now you can. Come on, give it a try." And he'd walk a couple steps, fall over, and they'd be like, "It's a miracle!
Praise Jesus.
Yeah. Where it's like, "What, you can't see? Now you can." Smacked him so hard that his unaligned cornea finally aligned.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, you know my problems with,
I know, but do our viewers
I know. I'm trying to see how specific I want to get with this. You know what? Fuck them. SBN, Sun Life Broadcasting Network.
Yeah, fuck them. I'm probably gonna have to bleep that because I don't want to get sued.
Told you I didn't know how specific I wanted to go, but you know what? I'm doing it. We got the metal hat from Mario.
Wee.
He's just like, "Uh-oh, Angel's coming, put on the metal hat."
See, that's another thing that I don't understand about this game, is like, she does this thing where she like switches from dimension to dimension, where like, oh, now she's in the angel dimension, and that time is super slow. So, it just confuses me, because at points I'm like, in what dimension is she in? Especially whenever she blows up something. So how does that look in, like, normal time? Like, does it just disappear?
Yeah. Well, it looks like it just explodes.
Who would set up those? Oh, this is a very thought-out graveyard. They're like, alright, in a couple 100 years, there's gonna be a lady who's gonna be fighting angels here. We gotta set this up comedically. Shit. I don't even know who that guy is.
It's a tyrant from Resident Evil.
Fucking lid just falls on his head. So yeah, your beef with the Sun Life Broadcasting Network?
Yeah. It's led by the Swaggerts. And, you know, Jimmy Swaggert's big old evangelist.
And now that I think about this, we could probably still put this on.
Yeah, back in the day. And now I guess he's still an evangelist, but... Oh, man. But then you just... Oh, God. Because my grandpa watches it. And... Dare I say he watches it religiously?
Snap! You did not.
I think I did.
You did not just do that.
I don't know 100%, but I think I did. But,
Oh, look at this. This is getting hot.
Oh no, Bayonetta!
Quick, let me kill a couple of them with a gun I just threw.
But, so... Like, as he's watching it...
They were just like, how can we make guns look sexy as possible?
And, like...
I
just listening to the Swaggerts, just irritate me. Because they're always just... I mean, they're like Southern Baptists, so they're hateful.
Yeah.
And... Like, just listening to them blab and blab and blab about, oh, the homosexuals and, you know, people in general who are not Southern Baptist.
I honestly don't understand why, like, how could people hate so much?
I don't, especially they're supposed to be like all forgiving and whatnot.
Yeah, like it definitely seems like the people who shouldn't be like that are like that. Like it's just like, all right, I'm not doing it. But like, yeah, just like priests and whatnot turn out to be huge dicks and whatnot, and just like super shitty people, but they're supposed to be like men of the cloth and of the Lord, and full of understanding and compassion and all that. Do unto thy neighbor, all that shit. I forgot how over the top.
Yeah,
this
it just get
fucking game
really
is.
lollipop chainsaw all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Awesome game, which I think we should play.
You know what? We probably should play Lollipop Chainsaw at some point.
We'll use my console.
Oh, because you have okay.
Yeah.
No spoilers,
Yeah.
but look forward to Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can play now.
fucking 9 minutes in, and it gives me my first tutorial. Next, okay.
Woo.
All right, now shoot him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
That's the heavy hit. Okay.
the Swaggerts. I mean, it's you got Jimmy Swaggart, the original Swaggart.
He's OG Swaggart.
Yeah, his wife, their son, and their grandson. They're the four that I've seen the most prominent.
Okay, that's
But
pretty easy.
every time, like they'll do a sermon or whatever.
Which time?
I don't know.
Every time. Huh?
Yeah. But whenever I see them, whenever like they get to doing a sermon, and they're always selling things. Always selling things.
Well, yeah,
Bibles,
How is she gonna make a profit?
sermons from like the 80s to now. But what gets me, this is what always gets me.
The old school Bible salesman.
They've never sold anything at original price.
It's always marked up.
Yeah, no. They're always on sale.
Oh.
There's never been a time they're original priced. Always on sale. And the grandson, Swaggart, I forgot his name, but he always does the same line every time. We are selling these Bibles, blah, 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 50% off. I pray you take advantage of this offer.
Did you see that? It
Nope.
loaded up the Halo symbol real quick. This game has too many load signs. I hate loading. Especially, I forgive it in older games because I understand it, but I hate it in new games because it's like, goddamn.
So the Halos, do you collect those to buy upgrades?
Yeah. Like, that's the money.
Very,
Lollipop Chainsaw? I think this came out before that game, too.
No. Well, yeah, it did. No, I was gonna say Devil May Cry.
Oh, yeah, with the red orbs?
Yeah. Was this made by the same people?
No.
Wow.
This is made by Sega.
That is a blatant ripoff.
That game is made by Capcom, I believe. Punish him!
It's hard for me to think of games being purely Sega and not Capcom.
What do you mean?
Like, it's since I know Sega is now no longer making systems and they're just making games.
Oh yeah, they're
It's hard to see them as
just a game developer.
yeah, it's a Sega game, you know, and it's like it's hard for me to.
Why would you take me out of the action? This is very bad.
This is how you shoot.
Oh wait, I can hold it too to do like crazy shots. Okay. Oh motherfucker.
Yeah, so I mean, every time I see them, they're selling something, and they always pray you take advantage of their offer. Their offer is always 50% off, or 60% off, 75% off. Never are they like, hey, go to our store. And then they always do these drives, like I don't know, but there are always people who call in.
Yep, they're dead.
People call in with donations and or emails and stuff like that, and they'll give donations, and they're like, we need this much in order to maintain our huge fucking channel.
You know what's funny? What you just said reminds me of that episode of South Park where they were doing.
The aliens.
Yeah, the drive. It's like, what we need now is the warp Curline something engine, and it's like, all we need is for each person to call in and donate $1, and soon we, Miss Sally Struthers.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like, except they're not so obvious with their ridiculousness.
Well, yeah, that's the beauty of South Park, though, is they make.
Yeah, they're like, hey, this is what it's like.
This is really what's up.
This is what they do. Don't think they want it.
It's kind of like the giant flying spaghetti monster.
I still don't know what that. Like I've heard of it, but
I don't remember the specifics of it. But I think what it was some college student was doing a paper about how religion is basically like worshiping a giant floating spaghetti monster. Like it's the same ridiculous concept of an all-knowing being, or something like that. Yeah. And it's just like. It's just a ridiculous concept. But it took off in such a way where it's like, people were actually like, you know what? This makes sense. I'm going to follow it.
Yeah.
It's like there's actually followers of the giant floating spaghetti monster cult.
Well, you make anything sound good enough.
Well, yeah.
So
she landed on his car. So this has a very old-school movie feel to it.
You know what we should do after this full-length feature film is done?
Play a game? That'd be great.
Okay, now we are going
Quick, I'm gonna fuck up his car.
Hold on. Will you not Street Fighter it real fast?
Just like the bonus round of Street Fighter.
Just calm it down. Calm it down.
Alright.
Now that the movie's over... We're going to wait until the next episode.
Oh, we're going to go Street Fighter on the next episode?
We're going to go Street Fighter on the next episode.
Not loading.
You
even pause me! God damn it, the pause menu even has a loading screen!
Jimaginary Gaming. Goodbye, everyone.
Alright, goodbye!
Why is it on 7?